Hey, great morning, family. It's like day 1000 of the quarantine, not in real life. But I was reminded of something this morning I want to share with everybody. Of course, we all trying to get prepared for coming out of this crisis, educating ourselves, empowering ourselves, etc. But we all are also facing uncertain times, challenging times, a different switch of energy. There's challenges health-wise, challenges financially, the everyday life stuff, whatever's going on in your household, whatever's going on in your job, whatever's going on within your business, whatever's going on with your extended family outside your household. And as these things piling up, I was reminded this morning of this saying that I have called outwork the work. And I haven't said it in a long time. It used to be like my thing, like every hashtag and everything was like outwork the work, fool, outwork the work. But I was reminded by it because I got my own workload piling up, right? Like, running several businesses remotely and in quarantine, and with all your staff in quarantine and remotely. And we even had a staff that test positive for COVID. We got family members that got health challenges. We got friends of ours who have family members with health challenges. And then just, watching everything pile up, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a landlord, as a fund manager, as a educator, as an author, as a dad, got, two daughters out here, as a husband. I just want to remind everybody, we can't control, and many times, what's thrown on our plate in the workload, especially those of us who've committed to being the CEOs of our last name. Like, everything falls on us at the end of the day. We stepped up to be the big homie for the family. And I just want to remind y'all to outwork the work, fool. Don't let that work outwork you. Don't let your to-do list outwork you. Don't let that shit whoop your ass. Like, that's why I'm up 7 a.m. this quarantine Monday. Like, I'd rather be snuggled up right now, to be honest with you. But the only thing that comes to a sleeper is dreams. My mom always said that. The only thing that comes to a sleeper is dreams. So sometimes we got to get up out of our slumber. We got to put in a 12 to 14 to 16 hour day on a quarantine when nobody's watching, not in the office, no punching and clock on a job. But you got to get out and figure out, what can I do to decrease my workload, to decrease and strike off my to-do list, to support my family, put myself in a better position, to make sure we're better prepared health-wise, right? What can I do making sure that we sanitizing properly, going to the grocery store properly. We're not letting nobody in our circle that we don't know where they've been and who they've been around and who them people have been around, because they don't even know who they've been around and who's atypical or whatever in this crisis, who will be carrying something that can come back to our household and get us all sick and put us all, in a negative position. Like, all these things gotta be floating in your mind. At the end of the day, with all that pressure, all that uncertainty, we could let it break us. We could fold. You could pray as much as you want, but the Bible said itself, prayer without works is dead. Like, no matter how much you pray, you can meditate and you could put your hands out and hum and cross your legs and all that, but prayer, faith without works is dead. So at some point, we just got to outwork the work, fool. You know what I'm saying? And and I say fool at the end like that because it's like, if you're not outworking the work, your ass is a fool. If you think that you not working and your list is going to dissipate, it's just going to disappear without you putting the work in. You just think the money going to fall off the trees. You just think the health just going to be enacted in your body without you working. So I want everybody, man, take a walk today, a safe walk and stroll. Make sure you exercise today. Make sure you stretch today. Read something extra today. Read a chapter of a book today, like not in fake life, but in real life. Like, read something, do something, like keep being productive. Keep outworking everything that's stacked against us, because right now it's stacking up. And if you lay dormant in this dormant time, in this quarantine time, if you just get caught up in IG live battles, and I ain't knocking the battles, but we need some entertainment during this time too. We need some lightheartedness in this time. But I'm saying, if you just get caught up in all the entertainment and you're not doing productive things for your health, for your wealth, for your mental sanity, for your spirituality, like, go read a chapter in a spiritual book, whatever spiritual book you choose. Go read a few verses. Go read a chapter. Go read a self-help development book. Go take a webinar. We have one right now, crisisclass.com, on stocks and real estate. Free class, crisisclass.com. Go do that. Go do somebody else's crisis. Go do somebody else's class. Go do a positive podcast, right? Like go do 10 push-ups real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go do 20 sit-ups. Go do some squats real quick. Like, listen, do something to progress your to-do list, progress your health, your spirituality, your mentality, your finances, man. Just go outwork the work. Don't let this shit pile up on you during this remote and quarantine time. Because next thing you know, it's going to be Friday. There's going to be next Friday. You don't know how long it's going to extend for. And you're going to find yourself with a mountain load of shit to do. And it's going to overwhelm you. And that's where that breakdown come in. That's where that mental breakdown come in. That's where that depression come in and things like that. So let's beat those things by being proactive as opposed to reactive. And listen, this is on my heart this morning. Like, I ain't even got no script with it. You know what I'm saying? This is just like, it was really for myself. Like, yo, Jay, like, you know, I works. Like, I works. I works. Y'all know I works. But outworking the work is kind of different. It's like, well, you're taking on all of it. And you like, and you're not letting no excuses bail you out from doing the difficult work, right? So sometimes we could talk about, you know, my wife this, my daughter's this, and I'm not feeling good this. Like, yo, you gotta fight through all of that. And I gotta take this massive to-do list behind me. Some major things that I gotta read, that I have to evaluate, that I have to make calls about, that I have to, you know what I'm saying? And it's for me today, you know what I'm saying? I probably got a good 14 to do today, you know what I'm saying? In the house, remote. Like, I might go pop up at the Legacy Center, man, just by myself in real life, just to get a change of environment, change of pace or something. But whatever it is, I got to outwork this work, fool.